Welcome to the Night Garden here at Fairchild Tropical Botanic Garden. It's the third year. I can't wait to see what they've done. Each year it's like something totally different. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know by smashing the like button. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell. Come along on other adventures here on Fad 1010, the Everything channel at SoFlo and beyond. Be sure to check out the videos of the other 2 years of this as well. And if you want to see more holiday lights, there's a playlist for that as well. So get ready. Here we go.
Hello, this is Archimedes the tree at the Night Garden here in Miami at Fairchild Botanical Gardens, and welcome to our adventure.
So different from last year. Last year you walked actually this way, and that's where there was a section where you push the buttons and a big light display on that lake. So this year you're gonna be making a left. So it's seeming a little more reminiscent of the very first year they had. Something here called the Fairy Well. Let's find out more about what that is.
It's just toys for kids.
Oh, okay, so these kind of things here that light up? Okay, so they have different types of lightsabers and things like that. And what are the other ones?
We have the koi bowl and the butterfly in the jar. Right.
What was happening in there? Something flying around in there?
So butterfly.
Oh, now I'm seeing something in there, okay. It's not a real butterfly, but it looks like one. It's pretty cool. It's actually jumping around here. And if you tap it, it'll start flying. That is really interesting. So all of the items here, all three of those things, are $6.35. And I'm just fascinated by this thing. It's absolutely awesome. The way it just jumps around, it's like artificial intelligence.
Oh, you're welcome.
These are those smoke bubbles. Oops. Reminiscent of what I saw at IAPA.
Oh, they have smoke-filled bubbles.
Let's try to hit a big one over here.
Okay, stand there. Ready? Cheese. Max and Colin.
Okay, this is reminiscent of the last year they had this, where you push it. This is what they had set up at that lake that I was talking about, where we turned a different way. So let's see what happens when we push it. Okay, so now they have it timed to this section, which is that like main entryway. And I remember last time they had like 3 of these, and if somebody pushed all 3 at once, it made a whole awesome show go off. light bulbs in the sky. This is always like the signature spot of the gardens, the most beautiful area. I love this spot. And then normally you could walk up to the left and right. They have that closed. We might be walking up there later. We'll see. In past years of NightGarden, they did utilize that section. Over here, there's a pond. It's just an absolutely beautiful garden. And when they turn it into the NightGarden, it just becomes something just so magical. It's amazing with just the utilization of lights, how the trees, foliage just takes on a whole other life. And I see the first fairy. That's part of the fun of this, is trying to find the fairies. I love this. They added this. They had a fairy actually. They had something the first year with these like holographic displays, and then last time they did this where you have to download an app, and basically you're going to scan that image right there, and it's going to create a whole animation on your phone, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and open up that app. So it shows welcome to the NightGarden Fairy Quest. As you travel through the NightGarden, you will find hidden flower symbols. When you find one, click on the fairy scope icon. Then point your phone or tablet's camera at the flower symbol to release the fairy hiding inside. Okay, let's go. Continue. So we're going to hit that camera button, and we're going to try that right now. That's awesome. Congratulations, you have found Sun. So we found Sun, as you can see right there. Continue. And then what's going to happen is they're going to have over here, we're going to be able to see the different fairies that we found, I guess. So where is Sun?
Look at all the different trees.
See that one? Is that Sun? And you can kind of just have that appear wherever we're looking.
That's the eucalyptus. Yes. You see how the stripes? You know the eucalyptus that I burned? Or I
So yeah, that makes it fun though. It's like a scavenger hunt, and we'll see if they do a whole puzzle thing like they've done before, like a riddle. In the past, they actually had where you could win prizes when you figured it out. And here we're coming to my favorite section, which is the rainforest. I love this part. It is just absolutely magical. There's one of those fairies. That's from year one. It's kind of like a holographic display, but she seems frozen for some reason. She should be moving around. And now we're coming to something that they started last year, which I love, which are these lanterns. Oh, and when I say last year, I mean 2 years ago. It was canceled last year, as many things were. But this is the third year of the NightGarden here at Fairchild Tropical Gardens in Miami. You can rotate them, which really creates a nice pattern on the floor as well. I'm assuming they'll have food trucks like before, and then they also have bars as well.
Okay, so there you go, guys.
walking up from the lanterns and that bar. We're still on the outskirts of the rainforest, and I can't wait to get in there. Yeah, this is where we exited last time. We exited here, and this is where there was that snow machine. So once again, I really like how they change everything up. It gives a good repeat value to coming here. See, they have some projections, space themed. This one looks like Saturn. And actually, in years past, they have a lot of space theme to this. I remember they had plants that are grown according to how they would in space. And this is Earth itself, and nebula. Growing beyond Earth, this is what I was talking about. We'll take a look over there and see if they're doing any of the exhibits inside. And there's a beautiful glass sculpture by Dale Chihuly. If you're not familiar with Dale Chihuly, Google him, look up his work, breathtaking. This is all made of glass. And they had an exhibit here a long time ago of Chihuly, and I think they even had a separate ticket event where you would come back at night and they would light it up. And I think that's probably one of the inspirations for the whole night garden, was that Dale Chihuly thing. Because the night garden really could be any time of the year. I mean, you could have this in the summer. It's not really like a holiday themed event. It would work anytime. It's fantasy. It's just, you know, beautiful colors at night. So this is what I was talking about, how each year they're always showing this about growing plants in space. And here's some samples of that. As you can see, NASA. So this year the labs are not open to the public, but we can look inside anyway. Yeah, this is where I went into last year, right here. I remember they were letting us look inside the microscopes. Okay, and let's continue on with the night garden. I just can't get enough of these Chihuly sculptures. They have a few of them that they kept here. There's another one inside, I think, where they have the stinky flower. Here's our second fairy. And it's kind of a shame. It doesn't seem like anybody's knowing about that whole thing of using the app. I know last time tons of people were doing it, but I don't think too many people know about it this time. So make sure before you come here, download the app. Okay, let's go back to the camera app. So I'm gonna push that camera icon, just aim it right here. Congratulations, you have found maple. And this is my favorite section, the Rainbow Rainforest, so we're gonna go through there. You could just keep walking straight ahead, but actually when we walk through this path, it's gonna take us all around, and it's gonna have us exit right there by Archie. So let's take the rainforest path, my favorite section. So here we go. That's the exit, so you can see we're gonna be coming back on the same path. So here they have some mist machines. It really feels like a rainforest right now. So it's humid, it's damp. There was some rain earlier. See, the leaves are all moist. There's another one of those interactive buttons. Let's see what happens when you hit this one. Oh, there we go. That's funny. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like a sound of a lightsaber. Oh, that feels so good. That mist is like air conditioning out here. You can see it just blowing off the side of that tree. I like that. That's something new. That and these lanterns are new this year. Kind of have this interesting glow to them. Let me see if I can capture that. Oh, this is something I love from year one, where it looks like stained glass on the floor.
Yeah, it's good because you don't even have to like on those phones.
And I see our next ferry right here. Actually, if you have the app downloaded, you can kind of participate at home. Scan the image right now and you'll get to experience this particular ferry popping out on your phone. Okay, here we are at our third ferry. Let's see what her name is. This is Iris. Beyond that ferry, this beautiful kind of garden of like lights, as if they're these, you know, insects or something, bioluminescent. Really beautiful, really magical. Some lasers over there. It just makes all of the plants look like they're just like glowing, glittering. Here's the next ferry. That's Holly. This is where we entered. As it says, more night garden ahead. And here we have some fairies. Okay, this is going to be hard to video because it is still spinning like years ago, but they're not animated like they were years ago. If I bring down my shutter speed to make it darker, it starts flickering a bit. But yeah, these are some fairies. But definitely check out my previous videos because they normally are animated and they look amazing, like they're just floating in the air. Oh, there's a path over here to the left. That's where that leads to. Okay, I think it's just going to kind of come to a dead end over here. All the times I've done this path, I didn't even realize there were buildings right here next to it. Okay, now we've found Dahlia. Okay, I think we're outside now. Yep. So we can cut it to the right or to the left. Left's going to bring us back to where we came in. That's going to be also where Archie is. And then there's another path over here. Let's see what this is. Redeem innovation tickets. So over here, if you spend $10 more, you're going to be able to go into this building and create your own fairy or butterfly. And we'll take a look at that in just a moment right here in the Fairchild Innovation Studio. So over here you have all these different supplies that you're going to utilize. So you're going to choose either to make that fairy or the butterfly. And now on to the man himself, Archie.
When I was trying to visit a fruit potion, so I have to imagine that it was a garden. On my left,
Do you not like poison ivy?
poison ivy doesn't affect me since I don't have skin, so I don't mind it that much. Let's see, the cloudy blue shirt on my left. Go ahead. The
Okay.
bald gentleman with the glasses.
Hi Archie, we meet again.
Hello again.
Hi, Francois from Fad 1010 on YouTube.
Oh yes, Francois. Yes.
Hi.
Before.
So,
Thank you for making me look good last time.
well, you always look great, Archie.
Thank you. I moisturize.
How old are you now?
Oh, I'm over 135 now.
You don't look a day over.
No, they take very good care of me here.
So how many rings do you have in there?
135.
Okay.
That's how that works.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So I know you always have some good jokes.
Oh, you want some
Or
more
riddles,
jokes?
yeah, of course.
Here we go. What kind of tree fits in your hand?
That one I know, palm tree.
A palm tree, yes.
How does that
And
make
do you
any
know
sense?
how a tree gets on the internet?
Okay, how?
They log on.
Great. Great, Archie. Great seeing you again.
It was great seeing you again.
First one makes
Okay, take care, Archie.
Farewell,
Until next year.
Until next year.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye-bye. In the striped shirt on my right.
So this is something new that they have. You're able to take a selfie and then they're going to send it to you via email.
In the black shirt on my right.
And let's see what happens here. So they're pushing different options. I don't know if the fairies are going to appear as well.
That is a form of latex called cheetah.
Oh yeah, okay, so we have the fairies appearing.
It's done.
Alright, so we'll try that out.
The people
So screen to begin. Terms, alright. Let's see here we go. Why don't you choose 3
Hey,
fairies?
Mom, can you translate?
Can I pick the rose one? It looks like a lotus.
Oh yeah. Sun. Yeah. Let's go.
What was that? What would I do if I was sleeping? I would snore.
Oh, I have a delay here.
Welcome everyone. For those of you who are just arriving, welcome to Archimedes Hideaway. My name's Archimedes, but you may call me Archie. I can answer many questions, I can tell you many things.
Okay.
Raise your
And then you're
hand
going to just go ahead and email that.
What kind of tree am I? I am a sapodilla tree.
I just have to show this. This is funny. I've never seen this before. Archie is sleeping. That's hilarious. So I guess Archie is just taking a little rest right now. I wonder if we could wake up Archie if we were to scream out like timber. I wonder if that would scare him awake. Let's see. Let's try that out. Archie, timber. No, he's not. He's sleeping. He would have jumped up if he heard that. And if you're wondering who that is, a very famous Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. Major name, part of the Everglades and protection of Florida's nature. She's always sitting here on the bench overlooking Fairchild Gardens, as well as Archie right over there. Over here is the Archie's Hideaway and Bar. So some more drinking options over here. Okay, so this year they're doing things a little differently. I know in the past they would sometimes open up the inside here and you would dine inside. They're just going along with the food trucks this year, which is going to be forward, so we'll take a look at that. Yeah, so across this field of grass is apparently the food truck area. I see a lot more lights over there. Oh, okay. And it's dark out here. What do we have over here? This says event exit. Actually, I guess we're going to be coming back to this area. I'm not sure what the layout is. I'll take a look though anyway. So there's some food trucks. I think we're like in the desert section. Yeah. That seems to be the busiest section of this. And yeah, maybe we're going to come through here later on. So I'm going to continue with the path. And then you have areas out there to sit down and eat. So yeah, across from the food trucks is a really nice spot. Tables. Just take a look at that real fast. Now we're going to look at the conservatories, and I think this is the section I was talking about where there's another Chihuly sculpture where the stinky plant is. Let's see. Oh, it's actually open this time, which is a first for the NightGarden. So we'll be going inside this time. That's awesome. This is really cool. This is another Chihuly sculpture right here. So we're seeing plants around us, but that structure you see right in front of you is actually glass. I love these like firefly lights. It's just awesome. And again, this whole section is open for the first time for NightGarden. They always have this area locked. So this is a real treat to be able to come inside here. And this is where they also have, and I don't know if they still have it, but they have that, like the world's stinkiest plant that blooms like once every few years and smells like rotten meat. And this is one of the few gardens around the world that has that. I don't know if they still do though. I'll have to look into that. And there's another thing over here, some sort of rotating light display. Some images that are forming over here. These lasers are awesome. They're just like going everywhere. Sometimes see the laser beams right here, like right here. Okay, I was just about to leave and there's like a show that starts every once in a while. Oh, there's a waterfall there. This is another new section this year, the Children's Fairy Garden. Seems kind of like a climbing area. Tree trunks and branches. It is really dark out here, and I know this camera's not seeing too well, but it's yeah, it's dark. Yeah, let's see what's over on this side. I like when they have those big cubes that light up. Okay, I'm gonna come back out to this path right here. Cool also how the floors have these like fossilized plants in them. This is definitely the brightest section of the whole attraction. It has been dark throughout a lot of it. Really nice and bright over here. Okay, the snow machine is now over here. And of course, snow in Florida usually comes in the form of little soap bubbles. But it's the best we can do over here in the Sunshine State.
It doesn't taste like egg.
Okay, and then right next to the snow machine is our next ferry right over here. We're coming up to another section. I'm seeing those glowing cubes I was talking about, so they do have them here. And this is the SoFlo Cubes. All right, they're back.
Help! I don't. Oh, I can build a castle with these. I want to build a castle. No. Wait. We have to do a step. We have to do a step so we can at least get on. Now we gotta guys go run. I'm going. This.
Another section here, the Sunken Spirits. Let's see what's over here. Oh. You know, when you walk through here, watch your step. There's some big drop-offs. I wasn't looking at that, and it kind of blends in.
I know what that was up for. Yes. I was thinking the same thing.
This is new also. I don't remember this section at all.
Pero tú fuiste la primera y no terminaste todavía. Ustedes ya terminaron todo el lado.
hear the guests talking about the Miami heat. And that's exactly why I picked this garden.
That's exactly why I love it here. The seasons are short, but very exciting.
It's always exciting to see what the Miami heat is going to do this year.
Yep. Sometimes the heat is great, sometimes the heat is not.
Sometimes it's on a street, and sometimes it's not.
It's like a conversation between these two balls of light and energy. That's something new and interesting. This whole section, actually, I don't even ever remember seeing this. And I think we're going to then be turning around, coming to a pond and a waterfall here. This is really nice.
I've never seen this section.
There's another fairy up there. We're heading back up. Like I said, always watch your step when you're walking around. So I took a trip before. Yeah, and another person also said they'd never seen that section before. It's really interesting. Sunken Garden. Now we're coming to something that's familiar from last year. Last year was like in a raised section overlooking that main area. And these are butterflies on each one.
Depends on how much you're going to do.
Is there a lot more?
What was the frequency that was going on? That was
Now, we're out here. Oh, okay, this is interesting. I remember this last year when I did my video. I came here, well, last year, meaning the last year of the show, which was 2 years ago. I came here early to do a daytime video to kind of show the gardens before sundown. And yeah, I remember starting off my video like right here. I came into this entrance. These are Chihuly pieces of glass as well. So totally new path this year. And there's something about each year that I like, so I can never say that like one year is the best or this or that. I mean, I think of course the first year is going to probably be like the most magical because, you know, it was the first year ever. And now we've arrived by the food trucks. I think then this means we're probably at the end because we kind of saw that before. We walked across and then there was a sign for the exit. And this section here is called Tube Alley. And I see that they are reutilizing those lit roses that made up the maze at the second year of the NightGarden. Okay, and it's like making sound. Okay, let's just listen. See, there's some sort of motion sensor or like maybe something they're stepping on. Take a peek. Okay, the sensor's right there. As you can see, those little sensors as people are walking by, like that. See how she's waving her hand, it's creating the music. And does this button do anything? It's not doing anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not lighting up, so I don't think so. Okay. The best thing with those buttons was the second year when they utilized them. Just watch the video I did of the second year where there was a whole like light display on the lake. It was awesome.
And she's like, oh, your French is so good. And I'm like, wow. No, it's not
It's kind of like a musical interactive walkthrough over here. And if somebody runs fast, it kind of like plays it a little faster. Let's see. There they go.
Okay, go, run, go.
Everyone go. And let's go a step back more so we can see the lights actually. It's not just the sound, but the lights are changing also. Let's see when one of those kids runs by again. Very interesting. Okay, and the event exit is here. What is that thing? It looks like a monkey over there. Yeah, look at that. It's weird. Trying to figure out where we are. I think that's the rainforest again. So I'm choosing to just backtrack a little bit now because I'm trying to find the final fairy. I know that sounds really stupid, but I like a good scavenger hunt, and I'm not gonna let this be the first year I didn't find all the fairies. So let's take a look. I was told before I even say anything, one of the employees here knew. She says, "Did you go to the Sunken Garden?" I'm like, "Of course." She says, "Well, did you go to the overlook of the Sunken Garden?" I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "Yep, everybody misses that one. It's an overlook at the Sunken Garden. Don't go down the Sunken Garden, but instead do the overlook and you'll find it." So we're gonna check that out right now. Actually, I'm gonna just kind of cut through here. Now, the first year they had this section all lit up, and I think that, you know, then for years 2 and 3, I think they kind of wanted to keep most of everything like on a paved path, which is a good idea, you know, for anybody that's in a wheelchair, or, you know, even just, well, even for people walking, because it can get a little trippy here and there where you might fall down. I don't mean trippy as in the smoking kind of trippy, but yeah, like where you can trip. So yeah, this section, if you want to see this section looking really magical, watch the first year of the NightGarden for this part. But now let's see. We're looking for an overlook of the Sunken Garden. Yeah, and this was a part right here with that pathway there, that arch. You'll see on my first thumbnail, the one that has like the most views from year 1, that was the walking path that you see with all the snow coming down. Really amazing looking. So, the Sunken Garden, I think, was here somewhere.
Another nice place for your wedding.
So we're looking for the overlook of the Sunken Garden. Let's see where that could be. It said to walk past it. Don't go down the Sunken Garden, but walk past it. And there's another path.
Here.
So let's take a look. I must have, let's see, could it be here? Oh my God, she was right here. She said just walk right past it. So before I was walking, I was totally focused on those and completely missed it. So as soon as you see those lights and you just pass the Sunken Garden, make a sharp right, and it's right here. And then this is the overlook. Oh wow, nobody, you know, maybe if I saw people standing up here before, I would have realized that, but nobody was. Okay. She knew what she was talking about. Awesome. So I'd asked somebody else, they had no idea. They apologized. They hadn't explored fully yet. And so let's get that final one now. And here we go.
That's great.
All right, we found them all this time. Found them all. That one was the best one to find. That was rose. You might ask me why rose? Because we're in a garden and flowers and all that. Nope, not because of that. Not because there's illuminated roses here, but because that is the name of a character I created for a horror movie, which I wrote as a screenplay called Chums. So one day, if you see a movie that I hopefully have finally made named Chums, you'll be quite familiar with that name Rose. And yeah, not a very nice Rose. You would not want to meet that Rose, let's just put it that way. So yeah, we're back here by the food trucks. I think I'm gonna head out. Weather's getting a lot better now. It was really humid before. Very unusual for December to be that humid. I mean, sometimes in December we'll get really nice cold weather, sometimes we won't. But usually not so super humid like that. I mean, it really felt like summer. And they were saying that it's gonna get down to like 69 degrees tonight, which is like, you know, you have some people in South Florida, when they hear 69, they prepare like it's that movie The Day After Tomorrow, you know. But yeah, so I think we are done and moving forward. And we're just heading back, cutting through this way, through some of the dining tables here. And Archie is awake. I know he was sleeping before.
In the DC shirt, my love.
Archie?
Hello, Francois.
Hi, Archie. And what kind of tree are you?
I am a sapodilla tree.
Okay, Archie. And I heard you speaking some French before.
I speak a little bit of French, Italian, German, Spanish.
Let's hear a little bit more French.
You want to hear a little bit more French?
Okay.
Ready. Croissant. Baguette. Eau de toilette.
I didn't know you were fluent.
Yes, a little bit, yes.
Okay. Thanks, Archie.
You're welcome.
I will see you next year.
See you next year, my friend.
Awesome. Bye.